That's left. What kind of perseverance or toughness does that point to?
Something that we kind of knew we have. I thought that, especially the PJ, Chris Paul swarm underneath the basket that they kicked out to Trevor, then Trevor stole the ball. I mean, just, against a team that played really well and coached well, and they came at us. But I thought it was a great game. I mean, it was definitely worth everybody's ticket.
12 lead changes and 9 ties. Y'all hadn't had any really close games like this where y'all had to kind of fight it out. How important was it for y'all to get this win against a really, really good Celtics team?
Yeah, we can learn from them. There were some things that we could do a little bit better toward the end, get the ball in a little bit easier. But they played. So, we had a couple foul shots, but this was a gut check in the sense of down 6 most of the game, or 8. And every time we seemed to do something, they pushed it back up to 6, and guys just kept fighting. Eric came in off the bench, which he usually does. Eric Gordon was huge. I mean, and not only, the thing is, and I think if we forget is how good he is defensively and everything he does, the ball handling he does, and setting up things and driving through the basket, and then hitting threes, ridiculous threes. That his game is really good.
How much appreciation did you have for the defensive energy PJ Tucker gave you tonight?
A lot. And that's key for us. I mean, to me, that's the type of a playoff game. That's how you have to win. You're not going to be pretty all the time. Three's not going to go in. The other team plays great. But you got to find a way not to let your team lose. And PJ did that the whole game where he upped the ante on defense. And again, and I've said it about Chris a few times, he's not going to let you lose. He's going to come up with that either steal, or rebound, or hits a big 3. I think at a time when he wasn't shooting the ball well. And James is James. James has another great game that he's it's impossible to guard. So a lot of people just contribute. A lot of people.
You've spoken a lot about your depth in terms of making up for guys who are out. Was this the first, since you've had this much depth, you've been able to sub like crazy in the last 2 minutes for matchups? And
and that's it's funny. I don't know how many times somebody needs to do a study. I think, Jonathan, you should do this. Where how many times I go down and get a player and go in for player X, and player X hits a 3 immediately, and it's like, and the guy at the score table looks at me and goes, "You want me to get him?" I don't know how many times. So I think it's almost a way to get a 3. So you go in for Eric so he can hit a 3. It's amazing. I had Eric up there for about 5 minutes. PJ hits a 3, hits a big rebound, makes it stop. Eric going back. So it's a great luxury to have.
You guys don't like to study that.
I don't know, but you need to study that because I think that'd be a good article.
These games that Capella had tonight, he was like, it's almost a regular occurrence. Does that now become the expectation for him to be that forceful?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's. I mean, you can just see his energy and the way he's playing, and just the confidence he's gaining and the strength that he plays with. Clint is. He's becoming quickly one of the best, if not the best center in the league. He is playing defensively, offensively, just the things that he does. And what's sick is that I think he can get better. So it's cool.
The majority of your wins have been double figures. Is there a value or a benefit to having to dig one out like this, come from behind and pull it out close down the end?
Not without a doubt. In the sense of the biggest thing is we haven't played that many games together. I mean, this is the first year you kind of put the team together, and a lot of times it takes 2 or 3 years of learning, okay, how we're closing teams out, the best 5 and all that. But this is these players when they want to get it done now, and they're talking all the time. What's the best way to do this? What's the best way to guard that? And they're picking. They kind of figured out offensively who they can pick on or who they want to try to go to and who has the hot hand. I mean, there's just so many things that it's a level that they're comfort level that they're getting with each other that shows up in games like this.
Do you feel like there's more sense of urgency in that regard with this group than maybe last year's?
Yeah, well, no, I don't think last year was great. It's just that this team is better, we're deeper, and we got some more things to figure out. Last year, we more or less is like, it's like mono. It's like, okay, here's how we're playing, and we can't really change it up a whole lot because it was all on James and everything. Now we've got different guys that can do different things, and people we interact and how they play, and I can sub and get guys in different positions. So the depth, the talent is just, lot different than last year.
At the end there, Irving or he tried to miss a free throw and made it. Like, what were you feeling there? Did you feel like super relieved? Did it make you nervous?
Oh, I don't know. You know, I'm just watching like you. You know, that stuff happens. He did shot it real quick, but we were ready for it, and it went in, but didn't, and we'd have been fine too.
Thanks, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.